Today on Celebrity Hobbies, talk show host Sally Jessy Raphael shows us how to build a picture frame.
This is a big-time shoot for the Do-It-Yourself Network.
And Jackie Guerra isn't only a talented actress, she's also a creative jewelry maker.
I'm going on vacation.
Hi, I'm Tracy Griffith, and welcome to Celebrity Hobbies, the show where celebrities give us rare glimpses into their private lives and show us what they enjoy doing with their spare time. Everything from cooking to remote-controlled toys. Now, in this episode, we're going to explore America's favorite hobby, crafts. And joining us is Debbie Stapley, host of the Do-It-Yourself Crafts series. Debbie, tell us why do we love crafts so much?
Why? You know, I think it's probably because crafts encompasses such a huge variety of different activities that there really is something for everybody to enjoy. It's just such a great way to express your creativity and make something that's just unique to you.
Now, our first guest has so many hobbies she had trouble deciding which one to show us, but she decided on her favorite, and it takes place in her wood shop. Check this out.
Hi, I'm Sally Jessy Raphael, and right now we're making picture frames on Celebrity Hobbies.
Meet talk show host Sally Jessy Raphael. She lives on Elmwood, an incredible estate only 45 minutes north of New York City, and she oversaw the complete restoration of the entire estate as one of her many, many hobbies.
There are two things that I do that are completely alone and no one can talk to me. One of them is painting, it means solitude, and the other is fly fishing.
Sally's style of painting is as varied as her talk show topics.
This is Provence, and this is actually the building I live in, or the window in one of the buildings that I live in. And this is the feeling of flowers that are everywhere. This was my period of being interested in Rabelais and painting from imagination.
Sally hosted her own talk show for 22 years. Despite her celebrity status, she still has the do-it-yourself spirit.
Very good parents, wonderful family, very happy person, unlike the people who've been on my show. You can tell what somebody's interests are if you watch what television they really watch and what magazines they really read. And I was never reading Variety. I was always reading an architecture magazine, and I watch the Do-It-Yourself. I mean, that's a free plug. I watch it religiously.
Sally's never lost touch with reality during her stardom, and it wasn't always easy, especially at the beginning.
We had very little money to eat, let alone to continue the monkey on your back of show business. So I learned to fix a place up that we were living. The only way I knew how, the do-it-yourself DIY method.
Today, this do-it-yourselfer is heading out to the wood shop to create a frame for her latest masterpiece with her good friend Ed.
Okay, we're lucky we have a shop here at Elmwood, and this is Ed Cook, and Ed and I done all this work on the house. We were talking about all of it.
Quite a bit. So.
This is what's left of Ed Cook. So today we're going to do a frame, and I have it already done on one of our pictures, and this is what we did.
To make this frame, you'll need an 8-foot-long 1x4, an 8-foot-long 1/4-inch quarter round, brads, paint, glue, sandpaper, and screw eyes.
Well, we started with a 1x4.
Yeah.
We ripped a piece off it.
Wait.
That we're gonna use.
They don't know. We sawed it off. We didn't rip it. So we took 1 inch off the 1x4. Now we have left a 3-inch piece.
They'll take the leftover 1-inch piece and paint it black to use later.
Okay, when you paint your frame, it's really up to you. You can paint the pieces before, assemble them, and then touch them up, or you can assemble your frame and paint it all at the end.
This is a 1/4-inch quarter round. In other words, a whole round is like this, a half round is half. This is a quarter round.
It's a quarter round.
Mr. Eddie Cook spray painted the thing black. Now we've got the 1x3, and we're going to miter the edge.
And we're going to do this with hand tools.
Yeah, and you know why we're going to do this with hand tools? Because Ed was too cheap to buy a new saw. So this is the old stinky saw.
Come on, you're in the way.
If you use a miter box like Sally Jessy Raphael did, you may not end up with a perfect miter each time. In that case, you'll want to use some wood putty to cover any cracks.
Cut the 1x3 and the 1/4 inch quarter round to match the size of the canvas you're framing. Sally's frame is for a 16 by 20 inch canvas.
The least you could have done is buy a new saw.
Hopefully they'll make it through that wood by the time we come back.
Eddie and I are too lazy to spray paint it gold in front of you.
So our crafts expert Debbie Stapley will show us some frame painting techniques and how to properly hang your frame once it's finished. Welcome back to Celebrity Hobbies. Talk show host Sally Jessy Raphael is showing us how to make a picture frame. Sally and her friend Ed have already cut the wood pieces to the appropriate sizes and mitered the corners.
Get me 2 tops, 2 sides, and let's glue them together.
Okay.
I've got the glue.
We've got our pieces
You've
ready,
got the
Sally.
wood, yes. We've already screwed the clamp to the basic wood of the table. That's to make it steady. Now we're going to tighten it.
Tighten yours a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to tighten it.
Okay, we got a good miter, Sally.
It's
It
perfect.
looks good. Now we just got to loosen your side and glue this up now that we checked it.
Next, tap in some brads to reinforce the glue.
Ed, I've had them charge me $350 for a finished frame of this size.
Then glue and brad the 1/4 inch quarter rounds on the inside of the frame.
Just in case you think that we're being terribly decorative, which is not our style, the reason for the quarter inch quarter round is to hold the painting into the frame. If you didn't, it would just pop through, fall through. So it's practical. Now remember, we bought a 1x4 and we cut off the 1, and then you saw us, we painted it black.
Attach that black 1x1 to the outside of the 1x3 frame, about 1/2 inch offset to add interest to the frame.
It's important when you're hammering not to do what I see a lot of women do, clutch the hammer up close. It's important to get the full swing. And then we're going to take wood filler, and we're going to put a little wood filler in so that it's not going to look like wood with 2 nails. It's going to look like all wood.
Of course, it's important to set that nail before adding the wood putty by using a nail set and a hammer. And what that will do is push that nail a little bit deeper into the wood, creating a space for that wood putty to settle into. And then, of course, you sand it smooth and touch it up with your paint.
Now, the big moment in show business.
Okay.
Da-da-da-dum, da-dum. We take that
Take
away,
this away,
and I bring this one in. And this is the one we painted gold. See, it's set right in there, and that 1/4 inch quarter round holds it.
Now, the extra wood that you notice there on the back of the frame that Sally Jessy just constructed is actually part of the wood frame that the canvas artwork itself is stretched onto.
Finally, pop in those screw eyes.
How about we
not-
go 7 inches down?
Yeah, but you never put it halfway down, because
No.
if you put it halfway down, the painting tilts like this away from the wall.
And this frame is ready for the wall.
Ta-da! It looks great.
It looks good, Sally.
Really doesn't look
Let's
bad
do
at
some
all.
more.
That's right.
You paint some more pictures, we'll make some more frames.
There you have it.
Not bad. This talk show star has what it takes, both on camera and in the wood shop. Well, Sally Jessy sure had a good time making that frame.
She did, and she did such a great job, didn't
did,
she?
yes.
I mean, who knew?
Who knew?
She had sort of a gold leaf look to her frame, and it looked great. But
beautiful.
you can get that same look without using gold leaf. You can do it just with ordinary paint. Just use a regular crafter's paint here in black as your undercoat. I've already done that here, and it's already dried. And then you'll, on top of that, want to add a gold glaze.
Pre-made bottle like that.
Yeah, it comes pre-made like that. You want to kind of dry brush it on, so get rid of the excess and just sort of dry brush that on like that.
Yeah.
And then I want to show you one other thing too before we go. And that is how we hang it. The rule of thumb, Tracy, is that we measure about 1/3 of the way down from the top of our frame. Now we're lucky here because we have a little indentation in the middle. We can actually put the screw eyes on the inside so it won't bang against. And then we'll just add our regular picture hanging wire. Go up into our screw eye. You don't need to tie a knot either. You just wrap it around 2 or 3 times, pulling it really tight. Then you go ahead and wrap it.
Twist it.
Yeah, twist it several times, and then cut it. And then that's all you have to do.
Wow.
You'll see that holds it nicely, really tight.
Oh, yeah.
And then, as I said, you just go ahead and hang it on the wall with 2 hooks.
With 2 hooks.
Yeah.
And you're done.
And you're done.
Excellent. Well, up next, actress Jackie Guerra shows us how easy it is to make your own jewelry.
But I promise there's something weirdly therapeutic about it.
Jewelry making is one of the hottest craft hobbies around, and our next guest has been doing it for years. Let's meet actress Jackie Guerra, and she'll show us how easy it can be done. Yeah! This is Jackie Guerra, saucy Latina actress. Jackie headlined First Time Out on the WB network, where she was the first Latina to star in her own network sitcom.
Shortly thereafter, I did a movie called Selena that was probably one of the greatest joys and greatest experiences of my life. I played Selena's sister, the drummer in the band.
Jackie also worked on American Family, a drama on PBS with Edward James Olmos and Raquel Welch, the first drama series on broadcast television to feature a Latino cast. And she's the host of her own cable entertainment show.
For me, within my community, it's like, where are the role models? Where are the women? Where are the Latinas who are saying, you know what, you can be a senator, a scientist, a mathematician, an actor, a host, a writer, a director, a producer, whatever you want to be. I couldn't have planned for the nice ride that I've had, and I feel very lucky.
In addition to her acting roles, Jackie has been making jewelry for years, from toe rings to headbands and earrings to necklaces. Today, she's creating a little something for her hair.
Okay, so I'm going to make a headband that's going to end up looking something like this. So, I love headbands because you can never have a bad hair day. The number one most important thing to do before you start any project is to make sure that you have all of your supplies. I know for this I need the headband itself.
Jackie also gathers a roll of 24-gauge wire, tweezers, needle nose pliers, scissors, and of course, the crystals.
For something like this, there's no real scientific way to measure exactly how much wire you're going to need. That's the bad news. The good news is that once you do it a few times, you'll know. Like, I know for a fact that 1.5 times the length of my arm is a headband, with a little to spare, because you always want a little to spare in case you have any mistakes. You always want to keep the most dangerous part of anything away from you, and I know that it's weird, like what's dangerous about a headband, but you don't want the prongs in your face, because as you're working, you never know what's going to distract you. The phone could ring, someone walks in the room, you lose balance for a second, and you've got a prong in the eye, and that's not going to look cute with your headband.
Jackie loops her wire around the first prong to begin the headband.
Now what we're going to create first is the anchor to your headband. So what I do typically is I will wrap at least 3 times before the first prong, because this is what's going to determine how strong your headband is.
After the anchor is ready, Jackie starts to string the crystals.
I'm going to alternate